Hi everybody, this is Boogast Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem Leonardo figure. So before we take a look at Leonardo, let's take a look at all of the accessories that he comes with. So first up, you get Baby Leonardo, and this actually has some decent sculpt detail to it. It's just cast in this very bright green color though. His eyes aren't even painted on, so I'm definitely going to paint those on later. Just a little black dot for the eye there would have been great. It's kind of weird that they didn't at least paint those on. It's also weird that all of the baby turtles have these big holes in their stomach. I don't know if these are meant to peg one to an accessory or something that comes with another figure or not. That is kind of odd. Up next he comes with a weapons rack, and I am very happy that Playmates included this as an accessory. This definitely reminds me of the old Turtles weapons rack, and this actually comes with a decent amount of accessories. You get a pizza, a canister of ooze, 2 hook swords, a rope dart, and 2 shurikens right here. And while they're just cast in this kind of gunmetal type color, I think with some updated paint, these would look really nice, especially the pizza. I'm definitely going to repaint this in proper colors. And not only repainted will these be good accessories for the turtles, but I think this will be good accessories for other figures too in action figure photography. I think these will be great for that. And finally, of course, he comes with his swords, and he can hold these very well. These also go in the sheaths on his back very nicely, and they stay in there very well. As you can see, you can do that, and they won't fall out, so that's pretty cool. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. So taking a look at this head sculpt, I think Playmates Toys did a decent job on this. The colors look very nice. I do wish his eyes would have been the same shape. Each eye being a different shape looks a little funny to me. I feel like this expression is a little more suited to Michelangelo. But overall, it doesn't look too bad. I do like how they outline the eyes in black as well as the mouth. You can see the line there for his tooth as well as the outline there on his mouth, and that looks very nice. His shell actually has some surprising sculpt detail to it. I like the little scratches in his shell. That looks really good. I've seen people going through and doing a black wash on this figure, and I'm definitely going to do that because that'll bring out the details on the shell very nicely. The belt looks very nice. You get some touches of silver there for the throwing stars, and you get the L painted on. I wish mine would have been centered just a little bit better because it's off to the left there a little bit, but it doesn't look too bad. With Raphael, there's actually a variant where the letter is sculpted and painted on, whereas this one is just painted on. I don't know if Leonardo has a variant like that or not, but I haven't seen it yet if he does. The back of his shell also has some really good sculpt detail. The pattern on each of the segments of the shell looks really good, and there you can see some pieces of his shell missing from where he's gotten into some battles. That looks very nice. On the back of the belt here, you can see that it has all the stuff from Playmates on it. I do wish that it would have been like on the inside of his thigh or on the bottoms of his feet, because that is very noticeable from the back. I do wish his feet wouldn't have pointed in so much, because it's a little tough to get him to stand because of that. If you have him like leaning against my diorama, he can stand up, but it's a little tough to get him standing otherwise. If his legs would have been straightened out just a little bit more, that would have been better. I might actually have to boil this and straighten that out. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head that can look up just about all the way. I was actually surprised by that because of the tie back here and his shell. I really didn't think he'd be able to look up that far. He can look down very slightly. He can move his head side to side. He has shoulders that can move out that far. He has single-jointed elbows that can only bend in that far. I do wish they could bend in just a little more. He has wrists that can move side to side. He has these very odd hips. I believe some of the turtle figures actually have ball-jointed hips. I wish these would have, because the articulation is very hindered right here. So he can only kick forward that far. He can't kick back at all. He has a single-jointed knee that can move back a decent amount, and he has ankles that can just move side to side. But as you can see, they lean in like that, and it's very difficult to pose him because of that. So now, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to the NECA cartoon Leonardo figure, and this Playmates version is even smaller than this version. And finally, here he is next to his Secret of the Ooze version from NECA. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this up because Playmates did a really awesome job on this. I think you get a pretty good value for $9. The paint is lacking, but as I said, for a $9 figure, I'm not going to expect like NECA levels of coloring to it. But I also really like the amount of accessories that he comes with. He comes with a lot more accessories than some big companies give us. So, definitely pick this figure up. And if this review does well, I'm definitely going to review the rest of the Brothers and Splinter. Those are the ones I have from the line so far. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.